It's me. I'm back. I don't... Okay. I realised that I didn't mute my desktop audio there. But anyway, doesn't matter. Welcome back to GL Live. As you could probably tell in that previous thing, today we're playing Inscryption, which is a game that I think actually comes out in a couple of hours, believe it or not. It is the latest game by Daniel Mullins Games, and it is published by Devolver Digital, and it is this really unusual hybrid of sort of roguelike card battling mechanics with escape room mechanics in there, and it's kind of psychologically terrifying, and all these different weird things all mashed together that on the surface seems like a lot, right? It seems like, oh, maybe this doesn't really work out. Maybe this is going to be a bit of too much of everything. But I really like this game. I wrote a review on it yesterday, so if you're interested in checking that out, go onto your local game rec to reach, and I'm sure it's on there. But I really like this game. I think it's a really, really fun card battler, regardless of whether you like card battlers or not. I think this is something that you could really get into and enjoy. And without messing around any longer, I'm just going to dive straight to gameplay because I'm excited to play this more. I like this game. I think this is a really, really fun game. But yeah, first of all, nice to see you, Spider. It's been a while. I think it's been a while. I don't know whether... I can't really remember much of what happened on Friday because it just... The EPM stream did not go well with me. But anyway, this is Inscryption. Obviously, this is just the main menu. Before we get into it, because I don't know whether... We'll find out. Excuse me. So the interesting thing about this game is this is a fresh save. I actually... Because I deleted my save file so that I could start from scratch, right, on this game. And it never gives you the option to play a new game, because that's not how it works. You'll see what I mean when we get into the gameplay a little bit. But anyway, we're going to go straight in with a bit of... with this. Oh. I think I might need to turn the audio down a little bit. It's a little bit loud. Okay, hold on. Before we get into it, let me just bonk this down. That seems fair. Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Now, this is like the tutorial, so I don't really get an option to do much else here except for do what he says. I just saw someone play this and it was awesome. Yeah, this is one of those... It's hard to ever see a Devolver game and be like, oh, that's going to be a bad game. Devolver are usually very good at handling and publishing pretty good indie titles. But this one is generally a really fun game that I've had a lot of fun playing over the past few days. But anyway, play the squirrel card. Now play your stoat. So the way that it works is it's sort of like a cost mechanic. To be able to play the stoat card, because it has this one blood mechanic, I have to sacrifice a card. So, goodbye squirrel. There's the stoat. So I can't play the wolf. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed with one attack. The number on the bottom left is attack power, which is 1. And it slams the 1 on the scale, which you have to get the scale to the bottom to win, or obviously if yours hits the bottom on this side, you lose. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my scale, my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. So you may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. Well, I'm going to draw a squirrel because I want the wolf. How dull. But anyway, I'm going to put the squirrel there, and then I'm going to use the wolf. I'm going to put it. I'm going to block. Oh, I wasn't reading that, but anyway, I'm going to block the attack, and I'm just going to slam it down there, just so that the coyote doesn't hit me. Not that I'm going to lose the tutorial. I don't think it's possible to. But I can't do anything else, so end turn. Because you are learning, I will pass. I can't really do anything here, so I might as well just draw a squirrel for the sake of it and then just win. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights in the scale. Pass, and then after this time we'll take one of these. I can't really do anything anyway. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna win this one so we can get to actual proper gameplay. But anyway, you've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh yes. So this is the map that you have to follow. Obviously, right now it's quite linear, but there are as you get further through the game, there'll be a little bit more like paths that you can follow. You were lost deep in this forest. A single path revealed itself. So I will say is that, as I mentioned earlier, there's some sort of like escape rooming mechanics that you get into later, which we'll look into in a bit. I've played this game before, so I probably won't get stuck on the puzzles. I might forget a little bit. But yeah, just forewarning, if I go into it and just solve the puzzles in a minute, it's not because like they're super easy, it's just because I already sort of know the answers to them. Okay, so the 2 cards we have here is, we got the Adder, which is this one. And whichever card I pick here just gets added to my deck for the rest of this life. So, the Caustic Adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. Okay. Or, I can take the Cat. And the Cat has this interesting perk where it doesn't die. It doesn't die unless an opposing card hits it and kills it. Like, you can sacrifice this card a bunch of times and it won't disappear from the table. Which I found to be a really, really useful card of my time playing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the Cat. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seem willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in the bottle, break in case of emergency. And have a second and another useful implement allow you to tip the scales with it. A little bit grim, that one, but we'll get to it in a minute. 3 is as much as you can carry. Okay, on to the next one. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play, I get it. Maybe you'll help me. Take your turn. You might now see my moves ahead of time. So yeah, I can see that he's already put a wolf cub down. So this card, once I've attacked, this card's going to move and it's going to go into this slot here. And it's going to hit the boulder, so it's not really going to do anything. But that wolf cub, after 1 turn, is going to grow into a wolf. So it's going to be a little bit better. But that's irrelevant. Because I'm going to put a squirrel down, and then I'm going to sacrifice it for the cat. Put the cat there where it's kind of protected. And then I'm going to sacrifice the cat. And I'm going to put a stoat there for the time being. And then what I'm going to do, which is a little bit... No, actually, I'm going to hold the River Snapper card for this time. I was going to sacrifice the stoat and put the River Snapper there to just block. But I don't think that's necessary at the moment, so... We'll just crack on. So yeah, mind the ambitious wolf cub, it ages swiftly. Yeah, so after this turn, it's going to grow into a wolf. It is what it is. Because I've already got the Undying Cat, I don't think I need a squirrel. So I'm going to take an actual card. And this is kind of handy because it's giving me a proper wolf. So, because the stoat's only attacking the stump, I'm going to sacrifice the stoat and stick the wolf there. Now, the wolf isn't actually going to stop the bat because the bat flies. And the attack... They'll sort of miss each other, right? You know, say like on a battlefield, like the wolf's down here, the bat's up here, like they're just going to go past each other. So it's sort of like a pointless play, but it means that I do 3 damage to him, whereas he's going to do 2 back. So it's sort of a win in my eyes, I guess. But anyway. We'll attack. That's now a big wolf. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Ha, my black flew right over your wolf. Yeah, I know. Let's take another one of these. See, that's kind of a pain because I don't have anything that's 1 blood. So I'm going to have to just skip the turn. Unless I want to use a squirrel, but I really don't. This is going to be a win anyway. I guess the bat wasn't airborne that turn. But anyway, we'll put a squirrel there. And then we'll sacrifice these two and we'll put a wolf there and he'll deal with him before he can attack, and that'll basically be the win, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, maybe not. Well, I might as well just do that. Not that it's needed. Does mean that I get a ton of teeth. I don't think these are really that important right now. They can those extra winnings you get become more important as the storyline advances. But right now it's pretty. I didn't really do anything for a few hours. But anyway, you prevailed. So now this looks like another just free card for this life, I think. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive if feeble flying creature. I think the wolf cub's going to suit me better there, to be fair. I mean, I can't really remember what the first run's supposed to be like, but I seem to remember that it puts you in a position to lose. So that, you know, as a sort of like a tutorial sort of stage. I might be wrong there, but I feel like that's the case. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. So you were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Well, I really want to keep that card, so the wolf cub's going, unfortunately. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. I don't really think there's a benefit to this guy wanting him to pick me, but I'm going to do it either way. What an honor. So, the soul of the wolf cub now lives in the stoat, which means, I guess, the stoat's going to evolve after a turn? I don't know what into. We'll find out. Okay, so this is a totem. It inscribes his canine cards with the airborne sigil. So any cards that are in the canine family, which are wolves, bloodhounds, I guess the stoat would be as well, if he had a stoat, they're now going to be airborne. He's completely insane, you see that, right? No care for the rules, pathetic really, only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Okay. So, the coyote and the bat are over there, so let me put the cat card over here where it's safe. I'm going to put the stoat here because I want it to evolve. If I put it here, these guys are just going to take it out. Well, actually, it would tank the damage, it would be fine, but, yeah. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. 4 damage, not great. Oh, it grows into an elder stoat. Cool, interesting. Okay, well we're gonna put a squirrel there a minute, and we'll sacrifice the squirrel and the cat. We'll put the wolf there. Yeah, we'll attack. That's the coyote gun, which is good. So there's now a wolf cub there, which is going to be a problem for my wolf soon, I think. Can't really do anything with that, but I can just attack, so we'll do that. 5 damage. You're 3 damage away from winning. The wolf cub attacks. And then I can put a squirrel there, and I can sacrifice the squirrel and the cat. Stick the wolf there, and this is an easy win now. He's got a coyote coming through, but it doesn't really make a difference because this is a win. Loads of cards. Okay. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. Right, the conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. The revealed skunk, its stench. Reduces the strength of the enemy. And then a proud wolf, a vicious companion or whatever. I already got one of them, so we're not going to take that. I'm going to take a raven. think it's going to be more useful than the skunk, so that's what we'll do. Okay, so I can go and sacrifice a card again, or I can go to this campfire, which is a little bit different. So you came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warmed by the fire that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. So this is going to just buff the power of one of the cards that I put on. I think I'm going to put the Stoat on, because that should evolve. I don't know whether the evolution doubles power or just adds one more, because if it doubles and it's got a base of 2, it should double to 4. This is an interesting test. The fire warmed the poor Stoat, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it, another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the Stoat away from the fire and left. We're out of here. Right, so this looks like a boss. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Okay, we'll find out. So he's playing a sparrow and a grizzly bear. The grizzly bear is going to absolutely destroy me with that power and health, which could be an issue. I also don't have a squirrel. Not a squirrel, a cat, so... yeah, I mean, I'm going to put him there, because otherwise the bear's just going to straight up destroy him. And I don't have anything else to put down, so... Oh, that's a grizzly. Okay, so the good news is that the Stoat's going to survive attack from the grizzly, and it's going to get good damage back. I might actually be able to take out that grizzly before it takes out my Stoat, believe it or not, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, this grizzly's going to get another fair shot on me, and there's nothing I can do about it this turn. I mean, I can attack there. This grizzly will attack him. This is going to be... You see, there's no way I win this. I mean, I can use a plier and just add a thing onto there, but there's not really any way for me to be able to do this, because I can put a squirrel there. But to then get any of these cards on the board, I'm going to have to sacrifice something. Like, these grizzly bears just... There's no way of winning it. No, I just take the loss and move on. I remember there being a point in this tutorial level where it just gets to, like, it just becomes impossible to win. Just sort of where this is right now. So we might as well just use one of these. We'll stick a wolf there. And that's unfortunately all we can do. We can take out that grizzly bear. Oh, like, there's no way. It wants me to lose it, you can see. Somehow, though, I am holding on by just sacrificing these... Did not neglect to mention overkill damage. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. Oh, there we go. You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. We'll take that. Bring it here. So this is the sort of escape roomy stuff. There's a bunch of puzzles here that you can see. You can see that need to be solved. I do know a couple of the solutions already, but I'm not gonna mess with it now. Anyway, now sit back down. Okay. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? It's nice, isn't it? Okay, do we go... I guess we go for a backpack, because I used all my stuff there, just trying to survive. The ornery porcupine. Sharp quills await those who dare attack it. I think we'll take an adder this time. Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleating. Gust from this may lift your creature into the air if only for a turn. Choose 1. Let's take a goat. A rock may get you out of a hard place. Yeah, we'll take the rock. I think I'll just take the squirrel as well, because I don't think the pliers with the one thing does anything, really. Anyway, feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items you carried on. And this is the first boss. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-haw, 'twas the prospector. So he's got a coyote and the pack mule there. I'm going to put a squirrel there. I'm going to put the cat there. I can't spawn either of these in, but I think I'm supposed to lose soon, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put him there. So the pack mule, you can... Oh, I don't think that would actually kill him. The pack mule, as you can see, has like levels to it. Well, it basically means that once you take out the pack mule, it'll open up, and whatever's underneath it will go to you. But that's something that the stoat usually tells you. But obviously the stoat wasn't in my hand, so. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the adder there. Because it says that whoever's, a touch of death, when a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. So, I think that's going to work for me. Yeah, there we go. Now all these cards are mine. Dagnabbit, my mule. A serpent perhaps more deadly than man. Well, let's take another main card. We've got a wolf... I mean, if I stick the squirrel here, I can sacrifice both of these and put a wolf on it, and we'll move on. If I stick a squirrel there, I can then spawn in the river snapper by sacrificing those 2. And that's one of his 2 lives gone. There's been a pretty good run so far, aside from that one that was expecting me to lose. Hope you didn't think it would be that easy. He resets. There's gold in them cards. Gold. I've struck gold. Look, it looks really bad. It looks like you don't really stand a chance at all. But I mean, they have to do 2. He has to do 2 damage to these things before he can even hurt me now. So it's not too bad of a situation. I'm gonna get one of these. That's another river snapper, which isn't great to be honest, but whatever. Get him. Okay, well, let's take a squirrel. It says... Oh. I don't think I've ever really used a black goat, so let's... But because of the fact that I don't... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh. Okay, well, I think I've messed up here, so I'm just going to play this out and see what happens. No, there isn't anymore. I was wondering whether it would carry over the blood, but it didn't. Well, I've protected myself from the wolf's damage, but the bloodhound's still going to do 3 damage to me. There's not much I can do about that, unless I put the boulder down. So, my theory here is that he's going to hit him for 1 damage, then he's going to hit him and kill him, but it's going to hit him back for 1 damage, so he's going to be on 1. Meanwhile, he's going to take him out. The adder is also not going to get that. Oh, no, it is, because it's the adder, of course. Right, then we've got a raven here, which I can't actually spawn in at all, because I need another squirrel. It's going to hit for 3 damage. I think I can tank it, but just to be safe, I'm going to stick... I'm going to stick a boulder there, just to be safe. Does the skunk have any attack power? It doesn't. Now, I actually never really used a skunk either. So I wonder if it's going to permanently lower its attack. Well, actually, it doesn't do any damage now. I wonder if that's still going to work. Oh, it just literally doesn't have an attack to it anymore. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to put the raven down here now. There we go, that's 3 damage. Ah, oh, I thought I was airborne. I guess I wasn't. Well, let's see what this card is. He's doing the prospector. Yeah, I mean, that should have came earlier because I already knew that was the case, but whatever. So that's going to hit me for 4 damage. Isn't going to win. I can put the squirrel there, sacrifice the squirrel, stick the stoat in. The stoat's going to take out this guy. And then the next turn, the stoat's going to evolve. There we go. And the squirrel is irrelevant. I can just put it there for the sake of blocking an attack. And this should be the end of him. He should be able to out-damage me now. Bit of a convoluted path to the win, but it worked in the end. Starvation began to set in. Yes. Doesn't make a difference. I don't think. Or maybe it does. Wait, for real? I just lost like that. That's actually never happened to me. That's bizarre. I didn't know that was a thing. I would have saved those cards. I just wouldn't have played the squirrels. Huh. Huh. That's never happened to me before. If you know, the funny thing is if I had actually taken the pliers, that would have been alright. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favour. I would like a memento. So this is your very own death card. Isn't quite plain at the moment. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? Sorry. We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. So here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw a cost from. I mean, they're the same card, so. It costs 2 blood from the wolf. This time it uses power and health, the numbers. I mean, I think we'll take the River Snapper. 1 power and 6 health from the River Snapper. And then a card from which we'll extract the sigils. See, now this is a really interesting situation because I can create an Undying card that's going to be quite resilient with 6 health. Or I can create a card that's going to one-hit anything that's quite resilient. I'm going to try that. A Sigil of Touch of Death from the Adder. I never did ask you your name. I don't know, I'm just going to put Jim. There is about to be one, but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? You need not. You do not need to smile. That's that was sort of like the tutorial run. It's sort of, you know, training reels. I'm kind of surprised I went as far as I did. I nearly defeated that boss. I threw it. I absolutely threw it, but it is what it is. Anyway, here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. A little bit more challenge to face now. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. So he's got a Rattler, just typical card, nothing special really. I don't really want to send the Stoat to fight him because he'll get one hit, so I'll just put the Stoat here for the time being. From the death of your creature, you gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. There's nothing really else I can do anyway, so we'll just carry on. But we'll take a squirrel. Again, I can't really, unless I spawn a wolf, I can't really do anything. But the thing is, if I let him attack me again, he's going to win. So I'm going to actually use this. I don't really have any other options. It's kind of a bad hand. I could have sacrificed the Stoat, to be fair. But I didn't. I can't put the opossum in now, though. In retrospect, because that only had 1 health, I should have put the possum here and the wolf over there, but oh well. The wolf is going to die next turn as well, which is kind of a shame, but alright, so we've got a bullfrog here that, for some reason, I think that's because it defends against, yeah, this defends airborne creatures. So, interestingly enough here, it's given us the code 273, which, as you can see, from what we saw earlier, is the safe code. I'm not sure it expected me to go here right now. My experience with this when I was playing it recently was the Stoat told me to look in the book. So I think that's kind of lucky. But yeah, 273, we'll go deal with that in a minute. I can sacrifice him, but I'm just going to wait. I think this is the end of this one anyway. Yeah, we won that one. Okay. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Go get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. So we might as well fiddle with the safe. Well, that was creepy. Anyway. So we have the code, don't we? 273. There's the stink bug. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is the Stoat around? That stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. Okay, we also got a key. We'll take... Oh, it's because I've got the key in my hand. Key goes in there, though. I'll come back and deal with this in a little bit. Because we want the figurine. So as you can see, this is also another puzzle, which is kind of straightforward, this one. You know, this is a board, and this is saying a squirrel and a river snapper. So go and figure that out. I mean, if we get a chance to do it, we will. Let us continue. So you can get up whatever you want to fiddle with the puzzles. This here is kind of an interesting one because this is a board. And it wants you to to get all 5, if you know what I mean, to tip the scales. So, as you can see right there, it's 1 out of 5 because this is attacking for 1 damage and nothing else is. So if I push that forward, that's doing 2 damage. If I push that... Ah, yeah, of course. Right, so that's doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I forgot that they could move to the other side, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, skink. I forgot that I'd put that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck, and I'll deal with you, deal you one every so often. Okay, well, there's a skink. Which I can now go into this one. Which, again, is a little bit more complex, so... Like that isn't doing anything. I mean, what's it set right now? 0. But if I move that back, which I can't move that back, so that's... I can't move that one at all. So what I can do is lower it. So that technically will do 1 damage to me if I need to lower it. Right now that's doing 1 damage. That's doing no damage. That can do 3 damage. And that can do 1. So that should be 5. Oh, no. Is it because they're moving in, then? Okay, so... So that's a card that leaves its tail behind afterwards. And evades. Which I guess, actually, that means that's doing... That means it'll do 1 damage. Like that. Which is where... So that should be... It's a tricky game of maths, this. So I'm thinking... So that's 1 damage, which is this attacking this. That's not doing anything. I mean, that's protection against airborne. So if that's like that, then that one's just hitting that for 2 damage, which is nothing. So if it's going like that instead, that'll just be 1 damage, regardless. Doesn't matter where this one is. That's actually higher like that, even though that's not going to hit it. Oh, it's because that's going to go over it, and then that's going to go... Because that's only airborne blocking damage, that's still going to hit that for 2 damage. I guess. So... Yeah, so that needs to go up. Then this here, this obviously can't move. So that's just going to hit it for 2 damage, and there's nothing you can do about that. This one here seems like a pretty irrelevant one to be able to do anything with. Oh, there we go. I moved it to the right place. So that was just doing 3 damage flat and nothing was blocking it. But anyway, we got some new cards here. A Worker Ant and a Queen. Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well, I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challenges. So this is... With this escape room part as well, any cards that you unlock, they don't fall victim to the roguelike aspect of it that is so common with... Well, that affects the other cards in your deck. So all these cards that I'm getting now will be permanently in my deck every time I lose to him in the future. But now I've unlocked 2 more of these, which I guess I should just keep doing these things. I think it's an ant symbol or a bee symbol, which I think is 1 damage or something. So, That can't go anywhere. That's going to hit it for 1. That's going to hit me back for 1. That's irrelevant regardless. I can make that hit me for 1 and lower the count, I guess. That's 2 damage. That's, I think, 3 damage like that. 4 damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's 4 damage like that, so... That's hitting for 4 damage as is. Which is this card not doing anything. This one literally doesn't make a difference. That's hitting for 1. That's hitting for 2. That's hitting for 1. If I move that down like that, that just simply blocks the attack. If I move that up, that does 1 damage regardless. I wonder whether it's counting both sides here. So that's doing nothing. That's doing 1. That's not doing anything in return. That'll do 2 to me, or 2 across there, and that'll do 1 back, and that'll do 1. No. Okay. Yeah, it's very similar to Hands of Fate, isn't it? Except obviously Hands of Fate is a little, well, Hand of Fate is a little bit more strategic based in outside of the card part of it. Wait, hold on. So that's 4 like that, but that's 2 like that. So that means this is hitting for 2 actually. I thought this was hitting for 1. Ah. In that case, because that's airborne, that's hitting for 2 like that. Two, so that's 4. That's not doing anything. That's hitting that and just straight up eliminating it. So that's 5. 2, 2, 1. Or... That's hitting for 2. Two, 4. Well, surely if that's hitting for 2, that's nullifying that, and that's nullifying that. I don't know. I don't get it. How do I... Right, give me that card. Anyway, Cage Wolf. Curious. Right, there's one more, and then this puzzle's done. So right now this is going for 1, which... So, these are those evolution ones I get. Is it? It's an easy way to figure this one out. So there's... I can't remember the symbols. So there's a bifurcated one, the lizards, and then the one with the... Oh, it's the porcupine one, isn't it? The damage back. So a card bearing this sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. And then, yeah, this is... The striker is dealt a single damage point. Okay, so... This is going to attack 1 and 1. So if I move that... That can't be moved. If I have that there, that's doing 1 and nothing. If I do that there, that's doing 1 and killing itself. If I have that there, that's doing... I mean, that's going to just do 3 damage, regardless. 3, 4, 5. Because they should go 1, 2 like that. So it should be hitting 1, 0. Should be doing 1, 1, 0. That'd be then 3, nothing. Nothing, nothing. I mean, that can't move. Neither can this one. That's not doing anything because that's killing itself on that one anyway, so it's not going anywhere. That's not hitting anything, so... That's then hitting for 1 there. That should then be hitting for 2. Because that should hit there. But that doesn't make a difference. So, why is this not doing 3 damage? Surely if that's going to attack like that, then this one here should get a free attack here, because this one isn't moving forward. That's now doing 2 damage, which I guess is this there and this hitting there. Which that should be 3 now. 1, 2, 3. One, or... And I can't move these ones anyway. That's them blocking that one. I don't really understand why that's not... Why this one doesn't hit. You'd think it would. Oh, wrong button. Anyway, whatever. We'll come back to it in a minute. Okay. Let's grab a card. So the Meager Coyote, what do you expect for only 4 bones? The Nefarious Rattler, a brittle creature once past its monstrous fangs. And then the Unkillable Cockroach, it returns to your hand after dying. I think the Coyote is probably the most valuable one, though. You know, you're free to get up again to keep your blood flowing. Yep. Some bone tokens for a rainy night. A powerful item, turn this and I'll skip my next turn. And then some pliers. Well, we'll take that one for sure. We'll take some bone tokens. Then we'll move on. You again, indeed. Our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? We have. Another friend here. You got to be, I wouldn't call a friend, but I suppose we are in deepest time. Okay. Right, here's the plan. I'm going to put a squirrel there, and I'm going to sacrifice... That does... Oh. I'm going to put the skink there, then, like that, because that should theoretically survive, then. Ah, it's because it's airborne. Squirrel there a minute. Put the stoat there. Then I do have a stink bug card, but if I put it down there, it's not going to do anything. So I'm thinking of putting it here once the sparrows destroyed the fir tree. We'll take another one of these. The Ant Queen. Ant spawner. When a card bearer of this sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. Okay. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender. Or you may finish this match the slow way. I just take the surrender. May as well. It's faster. If you desire it, you may stand now. Allow me time to plan. Yeah, we can go have a wander. I'm no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. So I haven't had a chance to put a river snapper down yet, so I can't solve this one. So I need to free the wolf from its cage. Because that's sort of a metaphor, right? Okay, so... Okay, well, without having meta, this wood carving is meaningless. In the time, you will understand its power. Okay, how... Wait. How did that... I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Can't do anything with that yet. There's the clock, which can't really do anything with yet either. Anyway, but that's all we can do now. We might as well just carry on. More cards. The Pernicious Vulture, a Tyrant of the Skies. Jim, that's the other guy that died a minute ago. And then a Wolf Cub. Let's take Jim. I think that's gonna be a really powerful card. Okay. Campfire. We don't need any more thingy parts, so let's go to the campfire and buff something up. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but it could not stop licking their lips. So it's going to buff its health. So I'm thinking, Jim, who's already got 6, this is going to be a perfect opportunity to just give Jim even more health. The health of Jim was enhanced by the warmth. When one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. So Jim's becoming really tanky. Great defensive card by the looks of things. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the flash. An ant queen, no possum, a squirrel, and then... so actually, believe it or not, I can't do anything here. Because these are bones cards, which I don't have enough bones, and that's 2, and that's a 1, so... I just have to take the damage. An alpha. So this is going to make the wolf very difficult to deal with. Okay, well let's do this. Put her there. Put the... Oh, that costs... Back in the game. Okay, well, I can't... I was going to spawn a workaround in just to take him out, but I need blood for it, so... So if I take a squirrel here, though, put the squirrel there, I can have him go there. That'll do 2 damage now. Because he actually... Oh, I think it's because the Ant Queen's there. She probably buffs up the other ants. Curious. That's a good amount of damage, though. I can't do anything. They're all bone cards. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you need to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. So... I think we'll go this way. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 2. Now, I have a lot of bone cards here, so maybe this is the way to go. I don't have many expensive cards. So, I think I'm going to take the risk with the bone one. Oh, I had the wrong thing. I thought it was one of the ritual things. That was just a free card on the cost. Oh well. We'll take a turkey then. The choice is yours. Right. Well, I'm going to sacrifice... I'm going to sacrifice the turkey vulture that I just got because I'm never going to be able to spend money on it. Like, I'm never going to be able to get it. And in return, I will buff up... Make the wolf airborne. Let's do it. An airborne wolf. Right, we've got a boss. I can never quite remember how you're supposed to free this creature. But we'll figure it out. Let's put a squirrel there. We'll put a skink there now. And we'll just move on. Oh, this is a lot of damage just coming my way. I don't think there's a way that I can really get out of this without taking a lot of damage here. So I'm gonna make him skip a turn. I'm gonna use it to get another squirrel, and I'm gonna put 2 squirrels down here. I'm gonna spawn in the cage wolf there. That's not enough for that yet, but that's gonna block the coyote's attack, which is good. Which means I'm only gonna take 2 damage from the sparrows, which is actually gonna be 1 damage in total. We've got a bullfrog here, which I can't put down because it costs blood, and I didn't go for a squirrel. So, 3 damage. Put a squirrel there. Put a bullfrog there. That'll block one of their attacks, which is nice. And then I can actually put the coyote down. And that's freed the wolf, actually. What was that? You have me here. I surrender. Really? I kind of thought he had me, to be honest. But we actually freed the wolf, which is cool. So take that. And this fits in nicely here. Take a dagger. You finally pried my special dagger from the paws of that squirrel, though you may wish that you hadn't. Okay. Still haven't done that. I need a river snapper and a squirrel. And the clock. I'm going to take a 3. Okay, we got a grizzly here. The monstrous grizzly is for its form speaks enough of its efficacy. It's a very costly card, but it's a very powerful card if you get it down as well. So, okay, this buffs up attack through the 10 hungry eyes around it. The 10 hungry eyes around it dampened its greeting. Warm a creature by the fire, enhance its power. Said 1. Well, we will. I'm gonna buff up the wolf, which is airborne. Just make it even stronger. The survivors will write about the flames, and they had enhanced the creature's power. Spotting a few of the survivors drawing, you may in hasty retreat with your wolf. Get out of there. My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With 1 flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. Okay, so no messing around. The incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. The Prospector. Okay, again, not really a great set of cards here. I'm going to cast this to start with. I'm going to put... I'm going to put a squirrel down there. I'm going to stick a worker ant there. I'm going to cast a coyote there so he can start attacking that, and that's where we're going to go from it. That's a bullfrog, which I can't really do anything with yet, so... This coyote's going to start free casting on me, which could be a problem. But I can put that there and then spawn in a bullfrog, which will actually be enough to just take out the coyote, which is really weak. The wolf is starting to do some serious damage there, though, which is a problem. Oh, but I got my wolf. Okay, we're gonna save my wolf because he does the thing with the slamming, which I want to save my best cards for the second life. But Dagnabbit. What have we got? We got a wolf, we got a squirrel, a mole, a river snapper. Oh, river snapper. Can't quite do it yet. Well, actually, we can. Okay, well, let's take a squirrel for the time being. I'm gonna actually use that river snapper card up. No, I'm not. No, I'm actually not. This might be enough to win. Yeah, okay. I'm going to say, I'm not going to use it there because I can't put the card down without having to use 2 squirrels, I don't think. So, there's gold in them cards. Good gold. I've struck gold. A grizzly. Right, well, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Okay. I mean, I can put an opossum there to do a little bit of damage to that guy. I have a mole here. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil moved to that space to receive the strike instead. Okay, well, let's take the hit here. Get him. Prospector boss again. Yeah. Right, let's get my airborne wolf in the game. Then let's get I thought I had a bone card here, but I don't. I mean, I can put the smoke down. So here's the thing. I know what this blade does. And it's going to give me a pretty good chance at surviving here. So I'm going to use it. We didn't need that anyway. And just to make sure we don't lose, we'll double up a little bit. So, I think I'll win here because he'll attack that ahead. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just didn't want to lose because I couldn't put down the cards the way I wanted to. Allow me to light the candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you were granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. So we have the uninspiring Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it. A largely unimpressive specimen. Strange lava. Or the prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. I don't know what that becomes. So I'm going to take it. Believe it or not, you're not the first to lose an eye here. There isn't much fun if you're half blind. Perhaps you'd like to replace it. There's not really many options there. Guess I'll take that one. Better? Regardless, the choice is final. Well, I didn't really have an option there. There's only the only eyeball I could... Well, none of the eyeballs seemed special anyway. With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. The rank smell of rotten mould permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. The elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. The rattler. Okay, so we have here sharp quills and guardian. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing the sigil will move to the empty space. I mean, it's a cheap card, but it seems kind of terrible, so I'm gonna take an otter. I need some new gear, so we'll visit the pack thing. So there's the blade. We'll take that. We'll take another squirrel card. And then a black goat would make it easier to cast some certain things. How are you, Spider? Let's go here. Ant Queen, Jim. Me? Oh, I just said that. Yeah, I mean, I like it as well. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. Similar, very similar design to this game, isn't it? Except obviously, like, you know, Hand of Fate is. You don't really get the escape room system to it. Jim. I can. Nah, right, one step at a time. Let's spawn a squirrel. And then let's put the bullfrog in to block the kingfisher, because it's got that airborne blocking system. Although that is going to dive and fly. Ooh. I can't really do anything else anyway. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Okay, here's what we get to test out Jim. So. Oh, I've just put him in the worst spot because he can't kill the kingfisher because the kingfisher goes underwater each turn. And actually, in all fairness, Jim's completely useless this game in general because all three of these ones submerge. This isn't great. I mean, I can at least just spawn a possum in for the sake of spawning a possum in. I don't know, I guess I'll drop the Gek in. Oh, Oh, cool, a grizzly. Should I just spawn the grizzly in over these three? There you go. That's an easy win now, I think. Did it. Okay, move on. The tragic Rat King. When their tangled bodies become corpses, you will gain 4 bones. I kind of want the Raven again. I don't... Yeah, we'll go with the Raven again. Okay, so I can go to the fire, or I can go there to the sacrifice card thing. Let's go upgrade a card again. See if this is power or health. Ooh, 2 health. Well, I think I know exactly who's going in there. The fire warmed the weary Jim and enhanced its health. You suspected the intention of the survivors were less than thingy. With your Jim in tow, you retreat into the woods. with your Jim in tow. So he's got a serpent totem here that lowers the strength of my cards on the opposing tile. Okay. Right, here's the theory. Let him do 1 damage to me. It's fair. It's whatever. Which is the one that's going to be the most issues here? The alpha, I'd assume. So, I'm going to put a squirrel there. I'm going to put a squirrel there. And I'm going to drop Jim there. I can't spawn either of these. But then Jim's going to take a hit from this guy. But then when he comes into play, Jim's going to insta-kill him. And then I put a squirrel here. And then we'll have the workaround goes... Oh, no, of course, that lowers my attack. That's not great. This isn't going well. Hype for the release, 2 more hours. Yeah. Comes out in a couple of hours. So are you gonna pick it up yourself? Explore it? I think it's definitely worth it. It's one of the more entertaining indie games I've played this year. This is a really bad fight for me. I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. Okay, we'll put a squirrel there. Stick a black goat there, and then I'm going to sacrifice the black goat. Put the wolf there. Oh, I'm getting destroyed. All these serpents are just crushing me right now, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Because that's just going to lower my attack anyway, so it's kind of pointless. It's one of the best of the genre. I would agree. I think it's definitely one of the better ones that that's out there. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about it myself. I can't... I have no goodies. I think I'm going to lose this one, to be honest, but... I mean, I can put in a wolf. I think I've just lost this one, to be honest. This guy's just... The fact that he takes away all of my ability to attack just destroyed me. There's nothing I could do about it. I would care for a new eye, though, while you're offering. I'll take that one. Happy with that one. Go to the trapper. Yeah, you'll definitely have fun with it. It's, I haven't found this game dull one bit. That's what I will say. Is that every part of this game I've played, which has been you know, a bunch of hours over the last couple of days. I found it enjoyable from all the time. I've never really found a dull moment with it. But anyway, there was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at me pelts? I have no money, so I guess I'll just take the free one. You're leaving already? Please consider me pelts. I'll take that. Thanks for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight. But he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. I need more goodies. A dagger. We'll take a black goat and some pig coins. Onwards. We've got a grizzly, a bullfrog, a coyote, and then a squirrel. So, here's my theory. Squirrel there. Oh, this is a terrible one. Take the hit. There you go underwater. I'll take another squirrel. I'll have the bullfrog go there to deal with that guy, and then I'll have a black goat card. I'll put the squirrel there a minute, have him sacrifice, put the black goat in, grizzly, and now we're back in the fight. Oh, I could have even put the coyote down. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh. We should just beat him on, you know, in the war of attrition right now. Especially when I get this wolf card down here. That's going to give me loads of those things as well to be able to spend on future things. The dagger. It's similar to the pliers, except instead of pulling a teeth out, you just jam it in your eyeball and pull your eyeball out. And instead of adding one gold, you know, one tooth to the scales, it adds an eyeball, which is valued at about 5, I think. You arrived at the inky black mouth of a cave. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke, "Pass one of my trials and I will be yours," in a raspy voice. 3 creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. It spoke again, but first you will choose a trial. The trial of wisdom. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's plenty of secrets that you'll discover when you play yourself as well. I mean, it's a game as well where there's plenty to do, despite the fact that even if you do make it to the end, there's plenty to do. Like there's plenty to explore about this game. There's plenty of secrets that we won't get to even marginally with this within this stream. So don't worry about spoilers. You know, you've got plenty to figure out on your own in a few hours. But anyway, the Trial of Wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. The Trial of Bones. At least 5 bones. Oh, okay. Or 4 blood. We'll take the blood one. I played the demo and found secrets, but there wasn't a lot in that. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the demo myself, so I can't speak for how similar it is to the full game. But there's definitely plenty of secrets in the full game to explore. You have passed the trial. The beast revealed itself. It was. So we can take a rat king, an elk fawn, and an adder. The inhabited adder joined your menagerie. I mean, to be fair though, with the whole aspect of the spoilers with this game, the only bits that are really gonna be spoiled for you are in the escape roomy part of it. Like the actual card battling, like there's still plenty that you're gonna have to figure out for yourself there. And you know, while we're on the second map here, with the sort of roguelike and you know RNG sort of system to it, it's not like it's an easy game to win. Like, I've been to the end a couple of times, or like gone through the map, should we say, a couple of times, and failed right at the last moment because RNG has just messed me up in the cards that have been drawn. So, but yeah, no, I think you'll be fine. I mean, I respect that decision. Don't want to get any spoilers. I respect it. But anyway, if you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. I'll take one. See ya. Yeah, have a good one. I hope you enjoy the game when it does land in a bit. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond, with feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. I am the angler, good fish. So that's a kingfisher. Okay, well let's drop a squirrel there. I'm gonna stick a river out here because why not? And then we'll move on. Which fish? Hard choose. So he's gonna steal my river otter card unless I do something about it. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna put a squirrel there. Fresher fish, easy choose. So he's gonna take the squirrel instead. Which, you know, it's a squirrel, it's a pain, but it's not really gonna do anything for him. Mine now, go fish. Okay, we'll take a squirrel card. I'm gonna... slap a squirrel there, and I'm gonna get a workaround and spawn it in there. Still fish, hard choose. Okay, well I guess I'll do that. New fish, easy choose. So take another squirrel off me, I guess. Take fish, go easy, or whatever you said. Okay, well I'm just going to start amassing a few squirrels here because I need to get this wolf in the game, really. Oh, that's a pain. And he's going to pull that away, so I don't have to deal with that kingfisher card. I'm actually... He can't really do anything with them there, so... I'm actually going to use this squirrel here. I sacrifice both of them, and I'm going to put him there instead. He is taking all of my squirrels away from me, which is becoming a massive issue, but... That's fine. I'm going to have to use a couple of my goodies here. So he's put a couple of these chum bucket cards there, which are going to be an issue in a bit. So I'm actually just going to cut this one up so the wolf gets a free attack. And then we have... I mean, I can spawn the Geckin free of... Yeah, without any repercussions, so we'll do that. Oh dear. Go fish. I'm gonna wrench my eyeball out again here. And then hit the bell and we win. Dink. Let me relight your candles. Very well. You may choose a rare card. We got Child 13, poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? Strange lava again, and then a pack rat. Well, I mean, I'm going to take a Child 13 because it has the Undying trait, which is always really handy. And we'll take a new eyeball as well while we're at it. This one. The choice is final. You consider one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odour deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Onwards. A new map. A frigid gust of wind billowed unwelcome into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to Snowline. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? I mean, I only have a rabbit pelt. So I can take any of these cards if I want. I'm leaning on the Moose Book card. Seems the most powerful, so I'll take that. Those pelts are most excellent, my thanks. We do need some more goodies, so we'll drop into this. Take a dagger again. Can never go wrong with a dagger. And we'll take a black goat. This is a totem. So this is birds that lower my attack now. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get things back to normal. So, we have an elk fawn and 2 raven eggs, which are going to grow into ravens after a turn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. We'll take... So that raven egg's now going to be dealt with. Oh, I can't cast that one, can I? So I'll put the stoat there. And then the stoat can get rid of that. We can get rid of that one there. There is a raven that's going to be a bit of an issue. But I'm sure we can get away with that one. I'll take another squirrel. Hopefully I won't have to use it anytime soon, though. I can. Problem is, I can't exactly cast the adder. That's what I'll do. I will cast the adder. Actually, thinking about it, it's got the same power, so it's just going to neutralise each other, which is really quite handy. Oh, you could have just stayed in the way there, couldn't you? What do we got? A stink bug. I'll be honest, this isn't going too well. Because with this now, we're going to be hitting each... He's actually going to be beating me in the war of attrition. Oh, the grizzly's going to help. Yeah, there we go. Let's give this a go. Okay, this is really good now because... Yeah, this is really good because now I can take out that raven. We've got a free win now. The might of the moose cannot be halted. Stick an opossum there and we won. Bonk. Loads of teeth as well. It was a pretty close fight, to be fair, but yeah, we pulled it out. Now we have a bunch of teeth as well to spend at the trapper, so I can buy some expensive pelts here. I have the most exquisite pelts. Right, well, let's take a golden one. I can't afford a second. You need more teeth for that. Well, I'm just going to take those two then. Much appreciated. Let's go to the fire and upgrade a card. 2 more health. Do we still have Jim? Jim's gonna get even stronger. And we're out of there. Jim's got 12 health now. Jim's gonna be basically impossible to take out unless they have one of those adder cards. So here's Child 13, which is one of these Undying ones as well, which is going to be handy. I'm going to stick Child 13 straight away there. Which will, yeah, protect me a little bit. Then I'm going to stick an otter there. And yeah, we'll go on from there. Well, that didn't go to plan. Can at least get rid of... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. It's time to panic. That's a lot of cards on the table, and yes, I am panicking. That's a bullfrog. Okay, we can get the bullfrog in though. It's because the boulder's attacking me because of this alpha. I'll be able to take out the alpha in a second now. Ah, a moose book. Now the boulder won't attack me. Ah, but there is 2 ravens to deal with. 1 raven. Oh, but now there's a wolf and a raven. That was just a never-ending cycle of just losing. I don't think there was a whole lot I could do there. But anyway, would you care for a new eye? I would. I'll take that one. I wonder if it's possible to get to the end of the eyes. The choice is final. The tyrannical great white, the master of the deep. The covetous magpie can fetch any card in your deck. That's kind of interesting, but I think I want the Great White just for its raw power. But then again, though, I do have the Moose Book and the Grizzly, and I still can never really cast those cards. But then again, though, the jump from 2 to 3 is never that much, so we'll take a Great White. We'll get some more goodies from the bag. Pitiful Frozen Opossum. I mean, we'll take the Dagger. We'll take a Black Goat, which will help me spawn in a powerful card. Right, so this is elk creatures that are going to deal me damage when I attack them. This is my theory. Oh, that did a little bit of damage. Ah, another one. I feel like it's getting to the point again where it wants me to lose. Let's try that. I think we've actually won now. Yeah. The elk fawn moved out of the way, which allowed me to hit him. I am going to go this way, though, because I want to grab another bag goodie before the boss fight. We'll take a 2. A Rat King. Oh. Wait. I just realised. Is this the same life? Yeah, I still don't have a River Snapper, so there's nothing I can do. Take a tooth, why not? I need a knife here. I mean... Oh no, I've got a knife. Yeah, that'll work then. Okay, we're on to another boss. I'm surprised I haven't actually been forced into a loss since I've started the second life. A man stood before you, a man you recognised immediately. It was the Trapper. You reached out to examine his wares, but he stopped you. Sorry, but today you will supply the pelts. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be the end of me. I put a workaround there and see what happens. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Can't draw blood from a wolf pelt, which is going to be an issue. I think I'm going to lose this one here. This all depends on whether his second life is going to be a difficult one to deal with. I can't do anything, actually. I think I've lost. I can't. Yeah, I mean, I could have got a squirrel there, but it would only given me a raven, which was going to die to one of these cards anyway, so... Yeah. I was going to say, it was about time that I finally died again. You'll make an exquisite pelt. Stay there, no need to move. I'm afraid you are not dead yet. Hold still. Where did I put that camera of mine? Here it is. Pathetic. Do you really think I would leave film in there? Do you have any idea what that camera's capable of? Give me that. We have a momentum to create. Your death card. Shall we begin to ink it? So, to draw the cost from. So, I mean, ideally you want it to cost as little as possible, so we'll take the Rat King. It's power and health. I guess the wolf. And then the sigils. This is a terrible card. Take the loose tail sigil? I don't know. Let's call it Trevor. There we go. One thing now remains. I must capture your visage. Say cheese. And we're back to square one. We got the hook now, though, from the angler, which is nice. It would be unfortunate if you were fall to the prospect before he was given that chance. The hook is powerful. You may steal one of my cards with it. For that reason, you will not find any others along the path. Use it wisely. It seems the lowly stinkbug has made its way in, but it is dealt, so it stands. Okay, right. Before I go anywhere, so this time it's a rattler and a squirrel. Loads of teeth on the skull. I do relish stuffing out your excess candles before a boss. Perhaps you will now enjoy it as much as I do. We'll take them. Well, here's to hoping we can get a rattler soon. Okay, so I'm not choosing a beast, I'm choosing a thingy. So let's go with that one. Another wolf. How do I don't think I can choose something else, can I? I have to take the wolf. An ancient woman emerged from behind an oak tree. She carefully laid out intricate wood carvings and gestured at them brusquely. Choose one. So, I have a squirrel head here, so this is going to either... hefty squirrel, no. I mean, airborne squirrel's probably the best way here. Make them a little bit more... less prone to damage, I guess, so we'll do that. We'll take that. The airborne sigil will now be marked upon all your squirrel creatures. And we continue onwards. Right, so he has a elk sigil that blocks airborne attacks. Well, this isn't great. Oh, I could have put the bullfrog there, thinking about it. Let's just move on and get another squirrel. Then we'll get a wolf on this turn. And I'll stick it here. And then, oh, you get stinkbug as well. Yeah, stick that there. Donk. Another wolf card. Although I think this is game. Yeah. Onwards. Let's take another wolf card. Oh, I actually thought it wasn't going to be a wolf. It was going to be something else, but another canine card, I was hoping. Okay, so we can take... So this blocks opposing thing. I mean, I think we'll just take the wolf head, and then we'll just make it an airborne squirrel still. I think it's the best option here. I'm not too sure what that symbol is, so let's go look. It's something to do with the prospector. But so these are wolves that move to the right after their attack, which I guess could be an issue. Okay, right. Well, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get these two squirrels in. I'm gonna put the wolf there, so these guys will attack here, then they'll move right, and then the wolf will start just chewing through them. And what I can do as well is I can sacrifice the stink bug for that, and then I can get rid of 2 of the cards. There we go. All of the cards, actually. Donk. So what's this? So you came across a hobble man standing beside some boulders. You caught me off guard. You're not supposed to see me till further down the road. Say I like me a gamble. If you can pick a boulder that has gold in it, you can keep it. Heyo! I'll take it. The wood carver's back again. Let's take this one this time. I think this actually could be really useful with squirrels, because it could just end up blocking a lot of damage with these sort of like really cheap cards that don't cost anything. Or not necessarily blocking damage, but neutralising it. I can't tell whether the... Let's go this way. I don't think I have enough money to buy any pelts anyway, so... Lucky draw. I wouldn't really agree with that, to be honest. So here's the thing, that's going to make that attack neutralised. So he's not actually going to hit me. Obviously he's going to then level up, but then I can put a squirrel there, sacrifice those 2, stick him there, then he deals with him. This guy's going to attack this and he's going to destroy that tree. But I can put that there, some easy damage. We'll take one of these. If I put the golden pelt there, that'll just block him for a turn as well, which makes it even easier. That's enough to win the round. Solid. Donk, donk. Donk? I guess we have to take that. Not too sure what it is, to be honest. Maybe I have to play it to find out. On to the prospector. I might use my my hook in this life. We'll see. I actually don't know whether you can sacrifice the smoke. Oh, you can. Cool. Right, we'll put that there then. And then I'm going to stick... Actually, I'm going to let the coyote attack. And then... Well, actually, think about it. I need the coyote to stay there. Yeah, just pop that mule. I'm aware. So with that being said, because I need the coyote to attack, I'm just going to put him there and sacrifice him straight away. And then... Because if I take out the coyote, the mule is going to move. Which is something that I don't want, because my wolf is my heavy hitter. I can just put that there to block an attack. Get all of his goodies off him. Ooh, a river snapper. Unfortunately, that's not what I need, I don't think. Oof. Put them there. I can spawn in a coyote, but Right, screw it. We need to win. Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew. If I knew it was just going to be one hit, I wouldn't have put the coyote down. Or the wolf, for that matter. They wouldn't have done anything. It does mean that he can't really do anything for a while. I mean, that's going to be there. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's a bat. Okay. Let's stick the bat there. Oh. Sounds about right. The bullfrog. Okay. Put a squirrel there a minute. And I'll get the bullfrog to whoop him. Get rid of that guy. What I can do, thinking about it, is I can use that to sacrifice the goat, to put the goat there, and then I can have the wolf there. And then, yeah. I have a huge amount of these death tokens. Bonk. Take another one of them. Bonk. Another good round. The level of brutish strength needs no explanation. The stalwart mole man, the ultimate defense. I mean, so the mole man. I mean, that's only cost 1. That costs 7. Cost 4, sorry. But that hits 7 and takes 7, whereas that hits 0 and takes 6. I think he could be a game ender, to be honest. We'll take that one. Onwards. Okay, we'll go this way. 3. Another grizzly. And this is going to be for health. Yeah, I've got a lot of wolf cards, and these guys are already really tanky as it is, so I think I'm going to stick a wolf card in there. The stars are right about the flames. They enhance the creature's health. Spotting a few of the stars withdrawing, you made a hasty retreat with your wolf. Okay. So this is bug creatures that go underwater during their turn. That's an elk fawn. We'll put a squirrel there a minute. I'm going to use the squirrel to spawn in an elk fawn. And then I'm also going to jab my eye out because we're getting to the end of the stream, so I'm going to try and just blast out as many encounters as we can. I win! Aha! What I've been looking for. Find salvation in Cuckoo Clock. Well, let's go have a look at the Cuckoo Clock. I don't know what the 1 means there. Okay, so... Well, that's right. That's right. Oh no, these two are the wrong way around. There we go. The stunted wolf. Take the film roll before he sees it. Now. So what are you doing over there? Turn to face me. Oh! So what are you up to over there? Okay. I still need to get a rattler. We'll take some teeth. All right, we'll probably get one more encounter in, and then we'll have to end, unfortunately. So, let's get to the next fight. This one seems easiest to complete. Oh, we've done that. 7 from the Uralai, 1 from the Stoat, 3 from the Wolf. Why is the Stoat like that now? You have passed. Let's take a Bloodhound. I need to sacrifice a card. Let's sacrifice... I need to really get rid of an expensive card, so... let's get rid of this wolf, because I've got all of them. I've got a ton of them. And I've got a Bone Lord card in return. Right, here we go. This will be the last encounter we do today, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Squirrel, I ought to thank you. How's it been? It has been quite bad. I'm trapped in the body of a Stoat in the paper of a card. I see that. And I have, of course, set up a way to reset once more. Go on. Our player friend here have the key. Okay, well, let's put the stunted wolf there. Here we are. And let's attack. How do, Griffin? How are you? Let me stick you there. I don't really know. Oh, that has 3 damage now. I'm going to be honest, that wasn't a great showing by me there. But yeah, unfortunately, that's about all we have time for today. You know, if you want to check out the full stream replay after this, if you want to check out more Inscryption, this video will be uploaded on Game Reactor sooner rather than... Well, probably by the end of the evening. We'll see. Oh, are you the mycologist? Yes. Perform no experiments from wherever we are welcome. You experiment in your flock, yes? We're 2 of the same. Okay, this is going to be weird, I think. Let's do that. Oh. Weird. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Because that's unfortunately all we have time for, like I said. we'll be back tomorrow with another GR Live, so make sure to drop by for that when we go live at the usual time. I can't remember what we're playing, so make sure to come and check to find out for yourself. But otherwise, yeah, if you want to check out Inscryption, I believe it launches in an hour. So make sure to do so if you're interested in the game, because I think it's a fantastic game. I think it's generally really well made, and it's really interesting. So make sure to check that out. And if you are interested in checking out our thoughts on the game as well, make sure to visit Game Writer. We have a review of the game. So do that if you're looking for a little bit more Inscryption content before it launches in very soon. Until then, thank you all for coming and watching, and yeah, we will see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone.